That is not true.
You got to show me that in the Bible.
I can't. God didn't make the world and make everything.
Show me how I pull the verse out of context. Please, give me Isaiah 28:9. Be converted. Now, why would an Israelite need to be converted? Can you explain that to me? To convert back to the law, statutes, commandments that the Most High gave us. No, they're not. If they were blessed, there wouldn't be any conflicts over there. Isn't that would be peace? There's not peace in Israel right now.
No, it's not peace now.
Exactly. It would have been fulfilled. Now read.
But thou art rich, the synagogue of Satan.
So that's the synagogue of Satan over there. That's why there is no peace in the land of Israel. Chief house of the devil. Okay, because the word synagogue means chief house.
Okay, the hand of the
Now
wicked.
it's evident that the Caucasian race has been ruling the earth.
If not, where and who is it?
If the white race ain't the wicked, who the hell is it?
And so with that,
Man, death to America.
death to America.
Death to America.
All right, first and foremost, I want to say call halal, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, which is all praises to the Most High God in the name of His only begotten Son. All right, we are the Hebrew Israelites. We come out here week in and week out to let our people, the Negro, Latino, and Native American, know who they are according to the Bible, which is the Israelites. All right, as well as to let everybody know the so-called white man is the devil according to the Bible. All right, in America is known as Babylon, the great and biblical prophet. And will soon be destroyed. All right, give me name 3 and 1. All right. Me and these brothers, this brother had brought something to my attention earlier this week. Really, earlier this week, about a young man that lived in North Carolina by the name of Lennon Lacey that these goddamn crackers lynched, man. Okay. In 2014, so-called black men are still getting hung and lynched, man. All right. You're the devil. All right. Yes, you are. You're the goddamn devil. All right. And Lennon Lacey was just lynched, okay, at a goddamn playground in his trailer parks, man, all right, by the so-called white man for having sex with a so-called white woman, 17-year-old black man. And they tried to say it was suicide, but his face was beaten. This is the damn country that we live in, where if you're a so-called black or Hispanic, you could get murdered by a so-called white man, and he can cover it up or come up with some bullshit justification like George Zimmerman and get away with murdering you, man, and shedding your blood in cold blood, man, all right? That's the country we live in. And that's why we come out here and we prophesy against this place, man. The Most High God is going to destroy this place and all you goddamn white people in it. Go ahead.
Nahum chapter 3 verse 1. Woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery.
That's right, to the bloody city. America as a whole is known as the bloody city. It is full of nothing but lies and robbery. This place is built upon lies and robbery. All right, so it is the bloody city being spoken of. Read.
The prey departed not.
The prey depart. Who is the prey? Who is the prey that departeth not? It's the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American man. We are the prey that departeth not out of this place. There is no mass exodus of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans out of this place. Number one, where the hell is a Native American gonna go? This is his land. So-called black man, where we gonna go? You got some goddamn devils occupying our homeland of Israel. Same with the Hispanics. You see what I'm saying? So the prey departeth not. And you goddamn white people are continually preying upon us so-called blacks and Hispanics. Whatever, Satan. All right, you goddamn right, you faggot. All right, I'm not a faggot like you. You goddamn white people got nerve, man. Okay, so angry. They're so angry. All right, that's why we're getting ready to put you white people in slavery under the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. All right, goddamn white people have what the hell I gotta be happy-go-lucky about, man? Okay, you got niggas that still getting lynched and hung to this day in this country, and I'm supposed to be happy. I'm not supposed to be angry. Okay. You ain't seen anger. The Most High, matter of fact, what you got? Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 7. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad.
So we seeing oppression, man. I'm a man of wisdom. I'm not a goddamn fool like this simple ass devil walking down the street. Which he ain't got no reason to be angry because he's not being oppressed. But don't worry. The time of the oppression of the so-called Caucasian race is soon going to come. We're going to oppress you. I need you to give me Obadiah. We're going to do according to the Lord's anger. Because this is what you don't understand. Ezekiel, come. Because here's what you damn white people don't understand. You want to talk about how angry you guys are just angry. Anger, this, and that. We're not angry enough. Newsflash. The Most High God is going to give us more anger. We're going to do according to the anger of the Most High God. So your conception of the Most High God is retarded, man, okay? You guys worship a homosexual, man, all right? No, your whole ideology is not biblical, all right? What you got?
This is Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom.
Upon Edom. Who is Edom? Who are the Edomites? You people. You people are the descendants of the man named Esau, who is Edom. You goddamn white people. Okay, so you can understand. Go ahead.
By the hand of my people Israel.
By the hand of my people Israel. Okay, who are the Israelites? The so-called black men and Native American men that you see listed here on this sign. We are the Israelites. So the Lord is going to lay vengeance. He's going to get revenge on you goddamn pale devil dogs by our hand. Right, Lord, when we beat them men. Go ahead.
And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger.
And we shall do to you damn white people, you devils, according to his anger. So as mad as we are at you, we're not mad enough. And we're going to do according to the anger of the Lord himself against you people. Go ahead.
And according to my fury.
And according to the fury of the Most High God. Okay? We're going to be as furious as the Most High God who's sitting on a heavenly throne right now. And that's the damage we're going to do to you people. According to the anger and the fury of the Most High God. The vengeance of the Most High God. The indignation of the Most High God. Go ahead.
And they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord.
And you're going to know the Lord's vengeance, man. You're going to know the recompense for all these backs being whipped, all these innocent young black children getting murdered. You're going to know the vengeance and the recompense for that at our hand, man. Okay? All you goddamn devil dogs. Read.
Hey, man, that was it on that. But, hey, we are as the mount of the Lord, man, according to the book of Jeremiah, the 15th chapter.
That's right.
We are as the mount of the Lord. So we're out here to prophesy and you know, bring awareness to the Lord's anger on this place.
That's
so
right.
if God want to walk by and say that we're so angry, we'll ask him, hey, well, is the Most High angry? All right? And his son angry.
The scriptures say that God is angry with the wicked every day, man. The Bible tells us that the wicked are the Edomites, which are the white people, okay? So is God angry with you goddamn white people? Yes, he is, man, okay? Every single day. Now, what you got?
Isaiah chapter 66, verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire.
The Lord will come with fire, right, Red?
And with chariots like a whirlwind.
Like a whirlwind, Red.
To render his anger with fury.
His anger, to render his anger with fury. So he's mad, right? Go ahead.
And his rebuke with flames of fire.
That's right. So that's his anger and his fury.
Revelations chapter 14, verse 19. And the angel thrust in his sickle in the earth, and gathered the vine of the earth, and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of the Most High.
That's right, the wrath of the Most High. The wrath of the Most High is getting ready to get unleashed on the majority of you goddamn people, man. Even our people are going to get the wrath unleashed upon them. Why? Because they love the white man. That's what's wrong with you so-called goddamn blacks and Hispanics, man, okay? You love crackers, man, all right? You love the hell out of some damn white people, man. You're a goddamn master. You just want to be wherever master's at, man, okay? You want to move into master's neighborhood. You want him to be his friend. You see what I'm saying? That's what's wrong with a lot of you niggas, man, okay? You want to just go down the street and laugh at your fucking folly with the so-called white man. And the Most High God is going to kill you niggas for that, man. For just that. For partaking with the heathen. Okay, what you got? You got something?
Nah, go ahead.
You look up something?
Oh, Shalak, I got it.
Okay, go ahead.
Psalms chapter 92, verse 9. For lo, thine enemies, O Lord, for lo, thine enemies shall perish.
Thy enemies shall perish, right? Who is the enemy of the Most High God? Well, number one, 2/3 of our people have even became the enemy to the Most High God, okay? But when it's talking about thy enemy, it's talking about the people who made them enemies against us, man, okay? And you so-called white people are the chief enemies of God. Read.
That's right.
It says, all the workers of iniquity shall be scattered.
God hates you. God hates you. Newsflash, man, okay? God hates you. All right, go ahead.
It says, all the workers of iniquity shall be scattered.
It is good for me, right? All the workers of iniquity shall be scattered, man, okay? And you goddamn devils are chief workers of iniquity throughout the entire planet Earth. So you're going to be scattered. Meaning the curses that came upon us, Deuteronomy 28th chapter is getting ready to start working in reverse, man, on you goddamn white people. The number one strong delusion that 2/3 of our people have is that this goddamn white man, who is the devil the Bible speaks of, is in any way their friend or has in any way their best interest in mind. You niggas are stupid. Go ahead.
Going back to Ecclesiastes 7:7, it says a gift destroyed the heart, man. You know, so-called white man just been giving y'all so many gifts. You know, it's causing y'all to, you know, that's basically the Most High sending y'all that strong delusion.
But really, he ain't giving you no gifts. He's making it look like he's giving you gifts. That's why there's a clinical term called what? Stockholm Syndrome. It's a psychological condition, is it not? Where people think a lack of abuse insinuates some type of love. Because the so-called white man ain't whipping our backs every day and lynching us publicly and castrating us every day. You so-called blacks and Hispanics are ignorantly thinking that he loves you, okay? Because you suffer from Stockholm Syndrome on the highest level conceivable. Go ahead.
And for this cause, the Most High shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie.
That they should believe a lie. That's why a lot of you so-called blacks and Hispanics believe a goddamn lie, okay? You do not believe the truth of God. You believe a lie spoon-fed to you. Read. Which are these religions that you into? Whether it be Catholicism, whether it be Islam, whether it be a Baptist church, a Lutheran church, Protestant church. Those are goddamn lies. Egyptology, those are lies. Go ahead.
That they all might be damned who believe not the truth.
That's right. If you don't believe in the truth of the Bible, under the Most High God, in the name of His only begotten Son, you are going to be damned. What does damn mean? Condemned. Condemned to what? Condemned to death, man. Okay? Condemned to feeling thermonuclear fire melt your flesh off your body, as it is prophesied in World War III. As it is prophesied, as if you turned on the goddamn news for once, all right? Turned off damn love and hip-hop in your damn telenovela, you would see what the hell is going on a global scale. A world war, the third world war, and the final world war is getting ready to crack off. Go ahead.
And have pleasure in unrighteousness.
You have pleasure in unrighteousness. That's what 2/3 of our people, blacks and Hispanics, have pleasure doing. Unrighteous things, right? You have pleasure in taking drugs. You have pleasure in committing adultery. A lot of our people take pleasure in homosexuality. You see what I'm saying? That's wicked. That's unrighteousness. And those are the things that our people find the most pleasure in, right? That's why who the world ignorantly calls Christ, Yahushua said, what year of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. Why? Because you want to follow after the so-called white man and what he said is okay. And things he introduced you to. Go ahead.
2 Thessalonians 1:8. In flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High.
That's right. The Lord said he's going to take vengeance on them that know him not. Vengeance shall be taken. Meaning you're going to get burnt up, man. Okay? In thermonuclear destruction, right? Now go ahead.
It says, and that obey not the gospel of our Lord, Yahushua Mashiach.
Exactly, because you're not obeying the gospel. You're not obeying the words herein written in this Bible, okay? And only you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are even eligible, okay? The rest of these people are not even eligible for any of this we're talking about. Only thing they're eligible for is destruction, death, and being slaves to the so-called black and Hispanic. That's the only goddamn thing they're eligible for, and that's according to the Bible. Go ahead.
Zechariah chapter 13 verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, said the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die.
So 2 parts of our people, 2/3, 66.6% of the black and Hispanic shall be cut off and die. Why? Because they love to do wickedness. Because they glory and they take pleasure in all unrighteousness and iniquity. Because they following after the so-called white man. Go ahead.
But the third shall be left therein.
But the third shall be left there. That's the 1/3, right? Starting with the elect of the nation of Israel. Go ahead.
And I will bring the third part through the fire.
And I will bring the third part through the fire. So the third part, right? The 1/3 of Israel, 33.3%, right? Is going to get salvation, going to get delivered from up out of that fire. Okay, go ahead.
It says, and I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried.
Gold, right, read.
And they shall call on my name, and I will hear them.
We shall call on the name of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua. We're going to call on the name of the Most High, in the name of his only begotten Son as the mediator to get the prayer to the Most High. That's what we're going to do. Now read.
I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my power.
That's right. Because the rest of y'all ain't calling the Most High God your power. You're not calling Yahweh your power, all right? You're not believing that he's going to send his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, to come and deliver us. A lot of y'all ain't, man, okay? And that's why you're going to get left out here. You're going to get destroyed out here, man, for that purpose, man, okay? That was it on that?
Yeah, real quick. This is Romans chapter 11, verse 7. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for.
Israel has not obtained on a mass scale that which he seeketh for, man, okay? Y'all all looking for something. Y'all all looking for salvation. Y'all all looking for truths and things, and you're not finding them. There is no salvation, and there's not truth in Egyptology, man. Okay? There is no salvation, and there is no truth in Catholicism. There is no salvation, and there is no truth in Islam, man. Okay, go ahead.
But the election hath obtained it.
But the election have obtained it. The 1/3 and the 144, start with the 144, and the 1/3 have obtained the truth, have obtained salvation. Okay, go ahead.
And the rest were blinded.
And the rest of our nation was blinded. And that's you niggas that's walking up and down the street, you Hispanics that's walking up and down the street. You are blinded. You got something? Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 66, verse 4. I also will choose their delusion.
The Lord said He gonna choose your delusion. So if you all caught up like a Shaka Atmos type dude, if you walking around with a silly ass horse lock in your head, an tattoo on your damn head looking like a bird man, right, with a silly ass tattoo on your head, all up into this Egyptian bullshit, the Lord chose that delusion for you, and it is for your destruction. Go ahead.
And I will bring their fears upon them.
The Lord said He's going to bring their fears upon them. So 2/3 of our people, the wicked of you niggas, that's all in Egyptology, that's all in Islam, that's all in Christianity and all this madness. Guess what's going to happen? The Lord said He's going to bring your worst fears upon you. All them things you fear and you dread from occurring to you the most, the Lord said He's going to bring it directly on your ass, man. He's going to bring it on you. Go ahead.
It says, because when I called, none did answer.
Because when I called, none did answer. All right, y'all ain't answering when the Lord's call. The Lord sent His men out here to prophesy on the highways and byways to bid you blacks and Hispanics to the marriage. But y'all don't want to come to the marriage. So since y'all don't want to come to the marriage, you don't want to answer the call, the Lord is going to judge you. Now read.
It says, and when I spake, they did not hear.
That's right, they're not hearing, man. A lot of our people ain't hearing, man, okay? Now because they're not hearing, they're going to receive judgment, man, all right? Go ahead.
When I spake, they did not hear, but they did evil before mine eyes.
That's right, they did evil, man. 2/3 of our people are doing nothing but continually iniquity and evil in the eyes of the Most High, because the Most High is omnipresent, omnipotent. So He sees all these things that you're doing. So all this evil that our people are continuing in, the Lord is taking account of, and He's going to judge you. Read.
And chose that in which I delighted not.
That's right, He don't delight in the things that you niggas in the world delight in, man, okay? And that's why y'all going to get judged. What's up, you got a question? All right, that was it on that? Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
It's Matthew chapter 15, verse 8. This people draw near unto me with their mouth.
That's right. A lot of our people say they love God, they worship God, they believe in Jesus. All this madness, they say that with their mouth, right? Go ahead.
And honor me with their lips.
And with their lips, man, right, Red?
But their heart is far from me.
Their heart is far from me, meaning their mind. Your heart, go back to the Hebrew word log, right? Meaning mind, that's where you get the term frontal lobe from. So your mind is far from the Most High God, because the things that you think about, the things that you cogitate on a daily basis, right, are not of the Most High God. It's all wickedness, right? Go ahead.
But in vain they do worship me.
In vain they worship the Most High. They claim and they allege that they're worshiping God, but it's vanity, okay? Because it's not actual, it's not factual. Right? Go ahead.
Teaching for doctrines the commandments of men.
Commandments of men. This is what you get when you go up in them churches. Even among certain Israelite groups, you get commandments of men more so than you get commandments that the Most High God gave to our forefathers. Okay? And that's a goddamn problem. All right?
And if I might add, man, a lot of people want to give God, you know.
When did I say the Lord's name in vain? When did I say the Lord's name in vain? Yeah, that is a goddamn problem. The Lord's name is not God. God is a German word. Was the Most High God German? Was He German?
That is a word that we use to symbolize the Creator.
First off, who uses that word to symbolize the Creator? Okay, people use it, but is that His name? Yes, He does have a name. Have you ever read the book? Have you ever read the Bible? It says He has a name. Moses said, "Who should I tell these people? Who should I know?" Yahweh is not His name. That's Yiddish, okay? That's Yiddish. All right.
So why would you say He doesn't have a name and then just try to say His name? Why you being an asshole, man? You being an asshole, dude.
Hey,
first off, you don't know the name, okay? That's what it boils down to. You don't know the name. All right, go ahead.
real quick. Hey, I just read the scripture, Matthew 15:9. But in vain they do worship me. That's one of the vain ways you worship the Most High is just sitting here saying, "Oh, well, that's the name we call Him God. He's just God." There's many gods. Don't you know in the scripture that says that we are gods? So do we call ourselves God?
Yeah,
You didn't know that. You didn't know that. You know why? You're the devil, man.
This is it's Romans chapter 10, verse 13. For whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord
The name
shall be saved.
So we got a name, right?
Jesus.
Look. What's your next one? What's your next one?
I'm just trying to figure out where you guys come from.
Where we coming
Are they
from
coming
is,
out of love or
listen. For you, we coming out of hate. It's hate.
Why not? Why?
Why is it hate? Listen. You ever heard of slavery before? You ever heard of slavery? You ever heard of backbeating? You ever heard of people getting piled on top of each other for cargo slave ship? Have you ever heard of that before?
You ever heard of Gator Baby?
Okay, that's why we're coming out of hatred towards you. That's why. Okay?
It's not. God, it's not.
It is coming from God. It's coming from God. Just
I got it. Romans chapter 9, verse 13.
Go ahead.
As it is written,
As it is written.
Jacob have I loved,
Uh-huh.
but Esau have I hated.
God hates. You hear that? Esau have I hated. God hates. Why did God hate Esau? Because he created it. Read verse 11.
Read verse 11.
Read verse 11.
Romans 9, verse 11.
Uh-huh.
For the children being not yet born,
Before they were born, read.
neither having done any good or evil,
Before they did anything, read.
that the purpose of the Most High according to election might stand.
Meaning he felt like hating Esau, so he hated Esau, man. Okay?
Psalms 14.
Not of works, but of him that calleth.
For him that called him, right? So he called Esau to be hated.
You're
and he
Esau.
called Jacob to be loved.
Read verse 14.
You guys can take a lot of scriptures out of it.
Listen,
No,
listen,
read verse 14.
hold on. How are we taking scriptures out of context? How are we taking scriptures out of context? We just read to you the story totally in context, historically from the book of Genesis in Romans being recounted. Explain to me how we took it out of context.
Everybody has their own perspective.
No, everybody, the scriptures say the Bible is not of any private interpretation. Okay? There's only one way to do it, with precept upon precept. We just perfectly contextualized and read it to you. Okay? If you don't like it, that's because you're resisting God. Go ahead.
This is
Psalms 14:1 says
this
there
is
is no God.
no. I've got something for you in Psalms.
First off, it doesn't say there is no God. Listen, you don't know nothing. You don't know anything. Go ahead.
Psalms 139, verse.
Hey, look, if you go
verse
that's fine. Just know that you're the devil. You're the devil. All right, you're the devil, and God hates you. All right, God hates you. Go ahead.
Psalms 139,
And he
verse
hates all
21.
you white people.
Do
all
not
right?
I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee.
That's right. I hate them. Right. Go ahead.
And am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee.
That's right. And how are you rising up against God, you white people? By rising up against his people, by attacking his people, by enslaving his people, by murdering his people. All right. And that's why the Lord is going to kill you and enslave you. You goddamn devil.
Let's get back on that.
Exactly. But you got all these white people that got up here to have the nerve about why you're coming out of a place of hatred for me. And you got brothers like the young Leonard Lacy, 17-year-old standout, a high school football player, getting hung by crackers at a goddamn trailer park, right? But I gotta love this damn devil that got the nerve to walk up here acting like he knows something, man. You gotta be out of your goddamn mind. You're irrational. People in America are the most irrational group of damn idiots on the planet Earth. But this is where everybody want to come. This is the alleged Golden City. People work their whole lives just to sneak into America, right? From all over the world. For what? To come here and be an irrational idiot, man, and an asshole.
Second Ezra, chapter 15, verse 8. I will hold my tongue no more as concerning their wickedness,
Go ahead.
which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things, in which they wickedly exercise themselves. You know, because when you guys hung that young Jake down in North Carolina, you're just exercising the same wickedness that y'all been doing for damn a year, a half a millennium.
Yeah, that's right.
All right? As far as coming back into power under Caesar Borgia, you goddamn devils, man. You Edomites. Y'all lynched that little, what was he, like 17 years old?
17.
You know?
That's Emmett Till, man. That's a modern day Emmett Till.
Right.
They beat his head in and then they lynched him, man.
Right. They
Talking
beat his
about
head
him
in.
committing suicide, man.
Right.
How a nigga beat, like his own parents said, how a nigga beat himself up and then kill himself, man.
Right. How he gonna beat his
own
ass,
head in,
beat
right?
his own ass, and then kill himself?
And why would he do that? He getting ready. Listen, it's the highlight of his life. He's starting senior year. He got a grown woman. He's popping. He's a high school football star.
Probably on the way to the league.
You know.
And then the medical examiner said that he had got beaten so bad it looked like somebody who had got fucked up in a bar fight.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said people
Like
from
30
a bar.
niggas stomped him
Yeah,
out.
that's what it looked like, and that's what happened. You goddamn crackers, you devils, got a damn lynch mob together and went and mad again because he's having sex with that white woman. You came and got his ass, and y'all hung his ass.
And he was probably dead before they hung him.
Yeah, really? and they just hung them
Just to posterize it. And y'all want to love the white man, they're still lynching niggas in 2014, man, over this last summer.
And then what happens? They want to suppress it because this happened in August, but it's still not even making headlines.
Right.
It's still not even making headlines, but it's not really getting any light shed on it until now in October. In the midst of right around the time Michael Brown gets shot, you got Lennon Lacey getting hung, man. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, you know what? At the end of the day, you know the Lord's judgment is like a ring, man. We're glad Esau starting to really come down on you niggas, man, because we want that to happen just so Jake could rise up. But
yeah,
Esau
because some got to wake you niggas up, man.
Right.
Okay, you got all these so-called blacks and Hispanics that's just walking around and that's happy-go-lucky. How many niggas have we seen already today walking hand in hand with Esau, man, with his so-called with his white buddy? You see what I'm saying? Walking around, man. You niggas is sleep, all right? Lennon Lacey getting hung, Michael Brown getting gunned down, Eric Garner get choked to death. You had that young brother in Tulsa. He gets killed. He get killed by a white father for giving his daughter a place to stay after he kicked her ass out of the house. You see what I'm saying? This is what's happening to so-called black. You had that black woman. We keep forgetting about this. You had it because this ain't a murder, but you have the so-called black woman that was up there in the LA area that the California Highway Patrol beat the shit out of her. And guess what? He didn't lose his job. He's still working, right? He's in uniform as we speak. You see what I'm saying? So this is the stuff that's going on in America, the so-called blacks and Hispanics. And you had Esau Ford get gunned down in LA over there in South Central. And also a Mexican dude got beat to death in South Central just before Esau Ford got shot down, man. Okay? So why are you so-called blacks and Hispanics so sleep? Why aren't you talking about this? Why isn't this on your mind? You just don't care, man.
They emptied the clip on that other Jake down there in Ferguson too. Tried to say,
yeah. That other Jake,
emptied the clip, like 16 shots in his ass. And then y'all want to still love the white man, and y'all gonna be running up to him with open arms, and he gonna be pulling out his 12 gauge and blowing you niggas away, man.
That's right.
All right, we gonna praise the Most High because we telling you Jakes to wake up, man. Hey, you know what? Hey, they keep killing you niggas, man. That's closer to us getting out of here, honestly. You know, but hey, Esau ain't gonna go unpunished. Because in the big scheme of things, man, it is innocent. You know, nobody's innocent as far as the offenses that they commit to the Most High.
But
what
as far
they done
as
to
Esau,
this goddamn devil, what that kid do to the devil?
Nothing, man.
Hey,
He do everything. That kid do everything you want him to do, man. Really, all right. He's self-destructive towards his own people. According to Esau, he's a perfect nigga, man.
Right.
You know.
Y'all see that video when a Vietnam vet had gunned down that officer?
Yeah, I seen that. That's old. Yeah.
Oh, that's old?
Yeah, that's
what
old.
I'm saying. This dude gets out the car drunk. Approaches a cop. He gives him, warning after warning. The dude still goes into his car, pulls out a fucking rifle, and he's still warning his ass.
Yeah.
Sir, put the gun down. Put the rifle down. Put the rifle down. Next thing you know, the Vietnam vet, gets out and starts dumping at his ass. And he's still talking about stop shooting. Stop shooting. Stop shooting. The young brother in Ferguson, man, walked into the police with a knife, man. They told him maybe like 2 times. Hey, back up. Next thing you know, 2 officers, man, emptied the clip on his ass.
Go ahead.
Hey, they just this fucking Muslim motherfucker, man, who just went online and took some ISIS classes. He just came at the New York, one of the New York police officers with a hatchet, like a few days ago, with a hatchet to start trying to axe him down, and they shot and killed him, And then out in Washington, the nigga went on a shooting spree trying to kill the police.
Oh yeah, that nigga just up there, killed the cop. Yeah.
And they killed his ass too. But it's gonna be the sedition among men and these people rising up against the powers, man.
Even white people are gonna rise up against you cops, man.
It's gonna be a time I've never seen before, man.
Shalak, brother, like the thing in Canada.
Oh yeah,
that
they
shooting
ran
in
up the
Canada.
Senate, shooting that up, man. It's a lot of different events that's occurring right now, man. People are really getting aggravated, man, and they rising up. That's why the Bible speaks about insurrections, man. Go ahead.
Back in the 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 8. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me.
So the innocent and righteous blood that all you goddamn crackers have shed of the so-called black and Hispanic is crying out to the Most High God. Go ahead.
And the souls of the just complain continually.
Man. And we the souls of the just, and the other brothers all around the world are the souls of the just that's doing this work, that's complaining continually to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Right? saying, hey man, come get us, man, come save us. These devils, they keep oppressing us, man. Okay, go ahead.
Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter.
A flock to the slaughter. That's what so-called blacks and Hispanics have turned into. Flock to the slaughter, man. They lead us right into a path of death. They're having us walk directly off the plank. Go ahead.
And in the literal sense, you know, the concentration camps and death trains and shit like that, you know.
Yeah, that's
when
right.
that martial law comes, you know, you're really gonna be led like a flock to the slaughter. When in that movie, that older movie, where it's like a martial law, and all you see in the beginning of the movie is they lead like a whole group of fucking black people somewhere that you never see them after that at all.
Yeah, exactly. They just go somewhere. Yeah, exactly.
Because it's all set up to fuck up you chicks, basically. It's all designed.
That's the primary thing. The primary concern they have is getting rid of us. That's their primary concern, because we are the Lord's chosen, man. Okay, and they hate us, and their forefather vowed to kill us. Right? Where we at? Go ahead.
It says, I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before.
So this is a new Egypt, man. This is a new Egypt, and the Lord said He get ready to smite it with plagues, man. Okay? And the fact that this is being likened unto Egypt, and the fact that it gets likened unto Babylon and the Sodom, what you have to do is, when you take into consideration that this place prophetically is likened unto these places that have already been destroyed, you have to take those things that are said about Egypt and Babylon and Sodom and all the other places it's likened unto and apply it to this. That is the purpose why it's being likened unto them places, because the things said about them can be applied to this place. Now go ahead.
It says, and I will destroy all the land thereof.
So all this land is going to be destroyed. Is Egypt going to be destroyed? Ancient Egypt? No, it's not going to be destroyed, man. Okay, because part of our land stretches into what would be considered as Egypt, to the river Nile. That's our land till that river.
Hey, and we're standing on innocent blood, man, right now.
Yeah, that's right.
Because of how this damn devil came through and conquered these so-called Native American Indians and Latinos out here from California to Texas and so on.
You know?
But he's just being the devil that he's supposed to be.
That's all the so-called white men know how to do. Go someplace and kill somebody, man. Okay? Goddamn race of goddamn killers and thieves, man. Okay? But go ahead.
Zechariah chapter 11, verse 5. Whose possessors slay them.
Whose possessors slay them, man. Okay? You got these so-called white people, these goddamn cops, and these other crackers. What are they doing? They're slaying so-called blacks and Hispanics.
Hey, possessors. Who's possessors?
Exactly.
Because I got you. He can go ahead.
You know, like the brother said, you are our possessors, man. Okay? How do we know you possessors? Because like we always bring out, we all still are bearing your last name. The last name of our slave masters, whether it be English, Dutch, Spanish, Portuguese, French. Those are all slave masters. You see what I'm saying?
Still bearing your titles, man.
You know?
This is Baruch chapter 3, verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
We are yet this day in our captivity, man. And that's what a lot of you so-called blacks and Hispanics are failing to realize.
Right, we're found in your hand, man.
Yeah, that's right. We still here, man. Okay? We are still here. Matter of fact, keep reading.
Then when the Lord comes back, we're going to be found in your hand.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a lot. Baruch chapter 3, verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
Read.
Where thou hast scattered us.
We have been scattered. This is a place where we've been scattered from our original ancient homeland in the Middle East. Read.
For a reproach.
For a reproach, right? Where they reproach us, where they make jokes about us. But niggas still love these goddamn white people. Go ahead.
And a curse, and to be subject to payment.
And to be subject to payments, man. Okay? We subject to payments in this goddamn place. Right? We gotta pay our bills and we gotta pay taxes. All that bullshit, man. Right. Subject to, which proves we're in slavery.
Right.
Only subjects have to pay taxes.
And we're in this as a direct result of our forefathers, man. So just like we had to pay for what our forefathers did, you white people, y'all gotta pay for what your forefathers did.
Damn devils.
You're not exempt.
You know? That was it on that?
Nah. It says, and the curse, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers.
That's right, according to all the iniquities of our fathers. So we are suffering for the iniquities of our forefathers. So y'all gotta suffer for the iniquities of your forefathers.
Right.
The so-called white man act like the suffering for the iniquity of your forefathers ended with us, and it's not going to trickle down to them. It's going to trickle down to you devils, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Which departed from the Lord our power.
That's right. Our forefathers departed from the Most High God and started following these idols and all the ways of these heathens, and are still doing it to this day. Hence why we're still in this condition. You understand what I'm saying? What you got?
I got two precepts real quick. The reason that, you suffering for the iniquities of your forefathers still apply, man. There's two scriptures that clearly point this out. Well, yeah, it's more, but two off the top of my head right now. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children.
Prepare slaughter for his children, right, Red?
For the iniquity of their fathers.
So all you so-called white people are going to be slaughtered for the iniquity of your forefathers that saith the Most High God. Now go ahead.
That they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
We're going to slaughter you, and we're going to enslave you, goddamn devil. All right?
That's right.
Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity.
He that leadeth into captivity. So you guys led nations of people, hundreds of millions of people into captivity, right? Go ahead.
Shall go into captivity.
So you gonna go into captivity, all right? You goddamn red devil. You gonna go into captivity. Read.
He that killeth with the sword.
He that killeth with the sword, right? Read.
Must be killed with the sword.
Must be killed with the sword. That modern day sword is that gun. But ever since the ancient day, actual sword, you have been killing with the sword. And to this day, you continue to kill with the sword, especially those who are black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. Go ahead.
Here's the patience and the faith of the saints.
That's right. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. We are patiently waiting for that day that the judgment comes on you. For all the slavery and all the murder that you have done to us, we're going to do it to you goddamn devils, man. Okay? That's our patience and our faith. We have faith in that, and we are patiently waiting for the Most High God to make this world right, man. To do right and just judgment in the earth. Okay, where we at?
Right, that's exactly right.
All right.
Amen. The reason it doesn't, it applies to us and not to you guys, man, because we were promised the deliverance. All right? So we're still going to continue to suffer for the iniquity of our forefathers. That means we don't get deliverance, man. So when you go to Luke chapter 1, verse 71, it says that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us, man. And that's you damn crackers and all the hosts of you other nations outside of the black, Hispanic, and Native American, man.
Yeah, right. Like, and that just goes to show you, man, these white people ain't got no enemies.
That's
You
right.
know what I'm saying? I mean, they ain't got enemies, but they only got enemies because they've been going everywhere fucking with people. And taking everybody's land.
Why the Arabs hate white people? It's not for no reason. It's because y'all keep going into the Middle East and trying to ruin everything, man. Trying to steal their resources, which is the oil, and trying to ruin their Islamic socio-political construct that keeps their society in order. You're trying to ruin that. You see what I'm saying? And you're trying to exploit their lands of its resources. That's why they hate you, man. And you're hypocrites and you're idiots. That's why they hate you. It's not for no reason. If the white man would have stayed his ass in Europe, or even if he would have, even him coming over here to the America, the Arab man didn't care about that. But as soon as you stuck your goddamn nose in a Muslim country, now the Arab hates you. Right. Because you're sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. And now you stepping on their toe and messing up what they got going on. So that's why Arabs hate white people. So why do we hate white people? For the same line of thinking. Because of what you did to us. All right, because you're the goddamn devils and you're a bunch of dogs. Man.
Zechariah chapter 11, verse 5. Whose possessors slay them.
Whose possessors slay us, right, Red?
And hold themselves not guilty.
They hold themselves not guilty. They're getting away with murdering blacks and Hispanics every single day, man. Lennon Lacey ain't the only one they suicide, man. Suicide, that's which is bullshit, right? But they gonna get away with the murder of Lennon Lacey. They got away with the murder of Trayvon Martin. They got away with the murder of Michael Brown. They got away with the murder of Eric Garner, I believe.
Hey, and the family of Lennon Lacey, they already went public saying that the local law enforcement is not cooperating with them and letting them know how the investigation is going. Talking about
Hey, it was probably some cops that was in on the murder, man.
Right.
I guarantee it's a small town. It's a really small town. How I know it's a really small town too is because
they call it Cracker Town.
Yeah, they call it Cracker Town, right? But my woman's stepdad is from North Carolina, and I asked him if he heard of the town. He never even heard of that goddamn town before. So you know a town is small if you from that state, which North Carolina is not a big state. If you from that state and you never heard of that town, you know what I'm saying? That's a small ass town. You see what I'm saying? And like the brother said, they say it's Cracker Town. They say it's about 80% white and 20% black, and the white people are very proud about how racist they are and how much they hate niggas, right? So that's what was going on. You know that some of the police is probably Klansmen and all of that, man. Okay? So they murdered that young man. And they holding themselves not guilty, man. All right? Go ahead, finish that.
It says, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
Go ahead.
And they that sell thee say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich.
Go ahead.
And their own shepherds pity them not.
And our own shepherds pity them not, because guess what? That damn crackhead Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson didn't go their ass down to North Carolina and say nothing about Leonard Lacey lynching and hanging. They ain't say a goddamn thing about it. They try to keep this because they're vessels, man. They are set up and they're paid off, and the so-called white man utilizes them as pseudo shepherds over us as a people. Because they went down there to Ferguson, because Ferguson, for whatever reason, was big on the airwaves. Because that was something, a lot of people think that was set up. You have certain, because you have instances where these crackers kill brothers all the time, right? But they don't always make it to the airwaves. Like you have, like I did a video on a Houdini handcuff suicides, the alleged, where niggas is handcuffed with their hands behind their back, and the police allege that they got a gun and shot themselves in the chest with their goddamn hands tied behind their back. How does this happen? You see what I'm saying? But Esau covers up and does stuff like this all the time, and it never really gets to mainstream media. The reason is because Esau picks and chooses the racial conflicts that get blew up and the ones that don't. Esau picks and chooses those things. Now this thing wasn't something that was set up. It was some racist rednecks really went and hung a nigga. So
it's still not. It's still not on the.
Yes, it said CNN ain't said nothing about it. Fox News ain't said nothing about it. None of them damn news. RT ain't even said nothing about it, have they?
No, I ain't seen nothing.
That was also. It was like a local news station that had it.
The town news station, and then other people got clips of it and kind of like spread it out through the airways.
Yeah, it's all the internet. See, and that's why the internet. That's why the so-called white man is trying to pass legislation to muzzle the internet. The reason they trying to muzzle the reason they trying to muzzle the internet is so stories like this can't get out. Because they want, the so-called white man wants the race wars and they want civil unrest to occur as they want it to.
In their time.
Yeah, when they're ready for it. Just like this whole Ebola thing. This Ebola, it's not this super contagious thing. They're giving it to people and people are getting sick. They're shooting people up and people are getting sick. It's not something that's contagious. They want to control this pandemic. Because it can mess around, if it is actually contagious, it can mess around and backfire, and one of their asses can get it, man.
That's why they gotta control it.
Yeah, so they gotta, that's what the CDC does. They control diseases. You see what I'm saying? They'll pump AIDS into the black community, into the gay community, you know, things like that. They're controlling these things. But it can spill over, like AIDS can spill over. You see what I'm saying? How they doing this alleged Ebola thing, they shoot it up, and people is getting it at their discretion. You understand what I'm saying? So the same way they're trying to control, because that's their whole thing, order out of chaos. So they're trying to control uprising. Just like when it was going to that Occupy Wall Street thing. They was paying people to actually go out to that Occupy Wall Street and start certain issues. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I ain't got nothing.
Go ahead. No, okay, you finished that?
Yeah.
Go to Jeremiah 50.
It was crazy too because it's sort of like these diseases is like trends. Because you don't even hear no more cases of the swine flu. Like that shit was just like it was just terminated.
Yeah, they put one thing out, boom, okay. See what happens. All right, we got something new for you.
Right.
Boom, they put the new thing out. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? They just kind of fizzle out. Swine flu and there was supposed to be a souped up swine flu, and that never even ended up coming out.
Right.
But still might. But I guess they decided to run with this Ebola thing. But the reason they started run with the Ebola thing is divisive because of the region that they saying it's coming from. But go ahead.
Remember they tried to, you know, put the smallpox back out. Like, oh, they found a trace of smallpox in a box in the fucking basement of the Pentagon.
Yeah.
What kind of shit is that, man?
Yeah, that's true. That's an old device.
I got something.
Go ahead.
Just continuing on this Leonard Lacey subject, and matters like this going around all over Babylon, man, which is America according to the Bible. This is Nahum chapter 1 verse 3. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked.
That's right. The Lord said He will not at all acquit the wicked. So you white people are not going to get away with centuries of slaughter, centuries of rape.